Hello everyone, I'm Major Jip, and this is just going to be a quick sort of impromptu video on something that I picked up yesterday. Now it might look like a dresser, but as you probably will know by looking at the title, it's actually a console radio. You can tell by the fabric covering the speakers on either end. The first thing that's wrong with this. This fabric is ripped out of here, and it's in very bad shape. On the other side, there's no fabric at all. So that's going to need replacing. The only other thing about this radio that I know is, damaged is right there, where there's a piece missing. Now this is actually a plastic sort of front panel made to look like wood. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I have to put some wood filler or something in there, and then try and get it the right color. I mean, anything's better than a hole in the middle of it. Has these nice metal sort of fake handles. And here's the top. If I can get it. There we go. Now, as you can see, you just slide this over, and there it is. And as you can see, all the controls are here, and the record player is here. On the other side, it's nothing. Well, there is a few things of interest. For one, there's a little hole there that leads behind this, so you could put, I believe it was originally meant for a little tape player or something to sit in here, but nowadays you can put an MP3 player or anything attached to it. And here are the wheels that go on the bottom. They're not on it because they kept falling out. And something that really surprises me. The record player. I have power off. That would explain it. But, record player actually works. And its little motor sounds pretty healthy. I don't know if it's a direct drive. It's probably going to be one like the old BSRs where they have sort of rubber wheel inside of the platter. Because if it was a belt, I'm sure it'd be long gone by now. You have two options, 33 and 45. And both of them seem to be in pretty decent speed. Does have a stylus and a cartridge, but they're in such bad shape it can't even track on the record. And one thing I like is you have a few options for how you want to control it. On, off, auto, and man, which I guess is manual control. I like that. Dial itself has a very nice look to it. FM stereo light. And it just goes all the way down. It has, the tuning dial actually has its own sort of, I don't know what it is. It's pretty much a metal disc that spins with it to give more resistance but smoother movement. Really nice. One thing odd, they put the on and off control on the bass knob. Don't know why they would have done that. I guess they didn't have one more position for this switch to turn it off on. But it does work. Works very well. I haven't cleaned it or anything. That's going to be the first thing I do. But let's change it to FM. All the volume knobs are scratchy. Right now on 95 PLJ.
Sales and Service Center. Good Karma is our buying process that you drive with clear pricing on over 500 new vehicles in inventory, guarantees that gives confidence with any pre-owned purchase.
But something that I find really surprising is this thing must not have gotten much use because
online or in store. DCH Friedel Toyota, delivering customer happiness.
Both of the dial lights still
Your
work.
friends at Earth Treasures invite you to their most anticipated event of the year. Earth Treasures' famous annual estate sale, May 1st through Saturday, May 16th. Take advantage of incredible savings on gently worn jewelry.
I have never found a radio
and vintage watches
that
from every era in
all the
history.
dial lights
It's
still
not just old
function
jewelry.
in.
You'll find modern style.
And as you can probably tell, it actually has very good reception. Has a good sound to it too. It's kind of difficult to. I have to clean all of these knobs. If you're curious, it has two subwoofers, one on each side. This is the right side. There's also one on the left side there, and two tweeters, which are, well, more like horns, really. And the whole thing still functions. I don't know the exact age of it. What I can do is that's all the model information of it. And I don't know how old it is. Probably a bit newer than, you know, you'd expect for something like this, but it's heavy too. I will note that. Very heavy. But it has a very nice sound to it. I have another console radio and it sounds about as good as that. That's an old Sears Silvertone. And this is an Astrosonic. Whatever that is. The turntable, I was expecting it to be a BSR. And I have a feeling it still might be. But it actually has automatic and Magnavox on it. But I could swear the sort of shield on there is the BSR shield, but I could be wrong. Magnavox Micromatic. And if you're curious, let me turn that off. It's one of the few stations I can play that won't get me in for copyright. The needle looks like that. I know I've seen that type of needle before. I don't remember what sort of system it came. It was for, though. So, I'm going to have to do some research to find out what needle this takes. But, anyway, I'm going to be trying to do a full restoration of this. And I'll probably make a video on it when I get, you know, part of the way done, fully done, or even when I open the thing up completely in the back. Only thing I had to do with it already is replace the cord, because the cord wasn't cut off, but it was, it may as well have been. It was ripped to shreds, I'll put it that way. Just copper coming through the plastic everywhere, half the insulation was missing. So I replaced it with this thick cord from a television, which doesn't fit the age of this thing. It's better than nothing. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this, and just heard a bird in the shed right now, which is where this thing's being kept. But anyway, if you enjoyed this video, maybe you want to subscribe, because I'm going to have another video on this thing after I clean it all up and get it fully functional. Like it. Anything. Thank you for watching. Major Jip, signing out.